It's another K-Town beat.
YouTube. It's your boy, Mr. Outliner. I'm back. Hey, happy New Year to everybody. We dropping heat even on New Year's Day. And the day, look, he don't like his edge up. He try to do it himself. You see that. This is like a lineup tutorial, but I'm gonna give you a little taper fade. I ain't gonna show you both sides. I'm probably just gonna taper one side real good and then just go straight into the edge up. I don't want to make this a long video, but I do want to give you a couple tips on straight hair, like how you can do this clean, right? Bald taper. So first thing you want to do is get your guideline together. And remember, this is a bald taper, so you want to bring your guideline kind of high. I like to go above the ear. I like to stretch the skin just so I can get it that much closer, right? I want to knock all that hair off right there in the area I'm in. I want to make it as clean as possible. You can also use a shaver right there. Now, right here, look at this clipper, right? I got it like halfway open. And what we want to do is attack that bottom line. So that's what we're doing right here. We're attacking the bottom line. Now, you just fade it. You want to make another guideline with this same line, right? It's going to make another guideline just because the hair is thick, it's bulky. So that's what we're doing. So you're still trying to remove that bottom line, but I like to leave it there a little bit. Then you come back with the one guard right here, right? One guard. And it's halfway open. I'm gonna adjust it a little bit. Halfway open. And we attack the next guideline that we started, right? That we just made with no guard, right? So we're making another guideline, basically, because the hair is thick and he didn't want any off the top, so we ain't take none off the top. Don't say why you ain't take none off the top, because he said don't take none off the top. In 2021, y'all gonna learn to do what people ask you to do, right? So anyway, take that off, right? We got that. We working it. Stretch the skin, whatever. Now, look, the fade is really already coming through. So I skip a blade. I go to the 2. You can see that 2 right there. Boom. Same thing, but we do it open because the hair is bulky, right? And we want to fade that last guideline into the bulk because I don't want to use a 1.5 and bring it up higher. I want to stop it right there because I like the position that it's in, right? So we sitting up here and we knocking out the bulk, right? And we fading into the bulk, which is the top of the hair, right? We got the 2 guard. We go open to close. We just open and work our way down little bit by little bit by little bit until that guideline right there is blended into the bulk, right? You're blending into the bulk. So I'm trying to give y'all a different dialogue, different way to look at this stuff this time this year. You feel me? So I got the 2, got the next clip the next guard I'm gonna use is the 1.5. Look right here. Boom, 1.5. That's what we got. We got the 1.5. Boom, we come back from the 1.5 and we start fading again, right? So same thing, open to close, we working our way down. Now we taking this 1.5, we blending this 1.5 into the 2, and we also blending the 1.5 into the 1. Like that's the in-between point. This is where the blur comes in. This is where the magic happens, right? All that good stuff. So this is the point where everything is starting to come together. Now you can see it, like this bald taper is really coming together. Only thing about straight hair, you're gonna have to work with it. You gotta work with it, bro. You're gonna have to work with it, right? You know, you're gonna have to stretch and pull and, you know, do a couple more things. Corner of the blade, all that good stuff. You want, you know, straight hair is easy to cut and it's hard to cut at the same time because one false move and he plug out. You did. So anyway, we come back after we use our 1.5. We come back with our 1. Open to close now. You know, so look, same thing, same dialogue. You gotta pull, stretch, corner the blade, all the stuff that I've been saying in 2020, we're gonna use it in 2021. After you use the one guard, some people right here, you can come back with the half guard. I don't need the half guard because I know how to use it without the half guard. But if you want to use the half guard, then go to no guard. I'm have no guard right here, and I'm fading out that last of that bottom line that I left right there on purpose, so I could just see how everything is lining up. Now, y'all see how this taper coming out. We popping, right? It's popping, right? And at the end, I'll show you the whole haircut. Like I said, this ain't really about the taper. It's really about his lineup, right? Because that's the problem that he had. He already know the taper gonna come out good, but he tried to do a lineup at home. These YouTube videos make stuff look easy. It make you think like, oh, I can do this. But your hair, it don't lay right all the time, and you have to have a lot of practice with it. But I learned how to cut my own hair, and I went bald a bunch of times, right? Now right here, I'm showing you a little bit how the other side came out. This is the same side. We did the exact same steps. I didn't want to make a long video, like I said, because I want to show you the lineup. But this is the taper, same exact thing. We got them together, same thing. If you see something you don't like right there, what I was telling you, hey, just go back in and touch it up. Now this is to the main course. That was the appetizer, right? Here he explaining to me about his lineup, like how sometimes my holding spray, I spray the holding spray on, and he's saying like when he go home, he wash it, for him it's not laying the same. So I asked him like, hey, what do you put on top of your hair? Like, do you put gel on it? Do you put water on it? He don't put nothing on it, right? Do you use a comb? Do you use a brush? So I'm explaining to him how, but I'm thinking because he tries to cut his own hair, is things don't line up for him, right? But I can show you right here. So right here, I use the detailing mix. I'm gonna walk you through it. It should be the same when you get home, unless, maybe using products, but my product is a wet product. So even if you put something on your hair after I do the lineup, it's still gonna come out the same way, right? You see this, so I'm brushing it down. His hairline still crooked, still look the same. Maybe it's stretched down a little further. That's it. And I'm telling him, hey, do you use the comb? Do you use the brush? Same thing I was just telling you. So I'm combing it with the comb. Same look, no different, right? So I'm just showing him, where it's crooked at, how we gonna attack it, all that good stuff, right? So to me, that side is a little higher on the right. It take a little dip on the left side. It's very crooked, but we're gonna get it as straight as possible. It might not be like the perfect box, but this is gonna be straight though. It's gonna be nice, right? So we get up on that thing. Now you kind of want to start like in the perfect spot, and to me that was the perfect spot, right? And the middle is normally it, but sometimes the hair lays lower on one end, higher on the other end. You kind of gotta just, feel it out, feel your way out, right? So anyway, we focus on making this line short. And with straight hair, you have to really take your time. Really take your time with the lineup, right? Because, like I said about the fading, man, one false move, this hair gonna go, right? And, trying to get a lineup on them is kind of easier, but you got to know how to attack it. Now, what I did already, the lineup is already starting to look crispy. No enhancements on this, right? Again, if you got a full head of hair, you don't need enhancements, bro. We don't do that. We don't need that. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so we got that. It's starting to come together. I like what I'm seeing. I'm sure he does too. Now, after we done with that side, we want to come back and work this other side, right? We want to come back and work this other side. Now, this is the hard part because you're trying to get it to line up with the other side that we did already. And excuse my hat for getting in the way, but try to position yourself the best way possible, right? And again, with straight hair, I like to really take my time because, like I said, you can really mess this up if you don't, right? So just watch what I'm doing here. I'm just taking my time, pretty much just, looking at it, using my mirror. You have to use your mirror too, right? Because your eyes play tricks on you, and you want to be able to see whatever it is your client is seeing, because that's going to let you know if it's straight or not to them and you. Now, after that, you just, take your time, clean up little spots, any hairs that might be hanging over, make sure that you get them. Take your time with it again, because and you kind of want to comb through it just to make sure everything lines up. So, hey, you want everything to look the same as when you got done cutting it. Now, when barbers get to going to cutting themselves and things like that, clients get to cutting their hair and things like that, they start feeling different ways and stuff. So, you kind of want to make it as best as possible for them, you know what I mean? But anyway, so just take your time, look over everything. This is the detailing part. This is the part that you want to, it's like checking your math homework. You want to just go back, check over it again and again and again, make sure everything's correct, right? Clean up that area right there. You see that bald taper? The bald taper is popping on him. You know what I'm saying? We got it popping. Also, I did the back of the haircut. I'm not going to show you the whole thing that I did, me tapering the back of the haircut, but I'm going to show you at the end of the video the finished result, the back of it. But anyway, Happy New Year. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. You know how we do it. Until next time, love, peace, and hair grease.